So you think the whole concept, specifically for developers of backend and front end teams, is becoming obsolete?
Um, it's I don't think it's ever going to be obsolete because again, until we get to the state of maturity, and I don't have the timeline on it, we're still in the process, all of us that are in this field developing that. Um, but I do believe that expertise, I think I here's the deal, right? Like I'm a terrible front end developer because like, you know what? I think CSS is the devil. I'm not going to spend my time doing that. Okay. And thank goodness I don't have to ever again. Just don't have patience for it. Like, I don't know, JavaScript, TypeScript is fine, whatever. But in all seriousness, like we all have these great ideas. The computer science, hopefully, background of the OSI model and the foundational way that the internet works, which is pretty freaking cool still. And so you can make these trade-offs on performance, scalability, and like how it performs out in the wild on computers, which some people have really just great ideas that manifest these wonderful, beautiful experiences. And like I've always found in my history of being an engineer and being an engineering leader, people go into their little corners, what they're really good at, what they nerd out at. Like, man, like database people, like try to get them to go and do some JavaScript. They'll do it begrudgingly, but they want to be database people. That's what they're into. But now what I feel like this unlock is like they can go begrudgingly do that JavaScript and they can probably do it pretty darn well because they've been around long enough to know how full stack works, to see the back end, to push it and pull it together. The same can be said for front end engineers. Give people a little bit more exposure, but with some guardrails. And I think that a lot of the times when you think about the traditional split of front end and back end engineers, and some organizations just like we're the front end team, we're the back end team, and it isn't super efficient. And it's like, great, if you have a really composable architecture where you can separate the areas of concern, sweet, but there's always some interconnection there. And what I believe agents have done is allow those teams to really put quality into what they already are great at, because now they can connect the dots. And that's what I think the difference is. Maybe a world there'll be generalists because it gets so easy that, shoot, maybe you don't need to nerd out on the databases. Maybe you don't need to think about caching every morning, but that world isn't here yet. And I think there's still a lot of opportunity. We're still going to have to continue to innovate on where and how we serve these experiences in the different channels that humans are developing. Like, right now we still have computers, laptops, and these digital experiences, but we don't know what's next. And I think that there's going to be different and more advancements in some of those spaces. And again, coming and saying everybody's a generalist, no way. Half of us won't ever be able to build that. Maybe we'll utilize an AI tool set to do that. But I think in software engineering as it is today, it's just going to make you better at your craft and also make you more efficient. But maybe we'll generalize some areas. But I think at scale in a lot of companies and as problems become complex, you want to leverage that expertise that have seen it before.